Badwam on Adom TV. Live on DSTV channel 280, Go TV channel 119. So na multi TV channel so when you share live so on. Yes, stream on Facebook Adom TV Extra. Oko YouTube and so Adom TV. Meaning they akwasi insia. Quickly, I'm calling my sonamene majority leader. Onko yesaya member of parliament ma adehye woswame wokumase. Osanso ye sompa hene. Honorable say Cheme Sabosu enkwatwe. Kona wote ka ye mo channel pay eba Badwam dwumadi so. Honorable say Cheme Sabosu. Okay, besa try ne nya honorable say Cheme Sabosu ewa ahoma ne so ebiem. Enkomoni nyina efri se Constitution Review Consultative Committee. Yeah, mampeni eti se omuso emu achire enhwe Constitutional Review Commission. Yeah, Professor Johnny Vasatames epa omo ye adwuma se yenye sakra Ghana amamre tintim na fiapem ahankoro adwokrom yenu 1992 Constitution no. Omuso the recommendations be aba. Na omuso sueden bi eyese se yeto abayi mampani bia ma onyi asoafo emro nipa adwenunum 25 ma wonfa regional ministers afe yemeki sure se mampani bia obetena honya so bia no enso ebetua eto honorable say Cheme Sabosu asaba honorable mo acha no pai era se wajebre enebetwe enkomo wona committee commission do report ebejawo as Minister for Parliamentary Affairs. Who share some of the recommendations no making now? Who is saying?
Oh, good evening, Doctor. I'm saying we do no recommendations now. Modia bana. Yedi kai omuni afena omugusho mo patwa gine.
Okay.
Adomodia ya omati ho aseye no. Todo no me no moyake. I'm saying my class in the in the matter yeah, so the president not credit this committee don't be okay, you don't know idea. You know more a dream. Say yeah, maintaining not so phone. Say almost say it is some bro at you. Me omo agree. The main put the over me say the substantive ministers, cabinet ministers, the Senate institution look at or say cabinet ministers need to pro it doing from. So now we or be na I really can cabinet ministers no how much money say in the Constitution, can also they should assist the president to run the state efficiently. Our president said they are a member of the court. The two you know, or say cabinet ministers no, and sign a more president to evolve policy. Oh, apparently, we are on our year or so for his catastrophe. So it means go policy for energy sector, and I say for lands and forestry.
Okay.
And now for health. The health minister and the assistant president, in evolving policy for the sector. So, the unit idea now the Omodi Emra and now say agreement with cabinet ministers, agreement with the parliament, and maybe about parliament, what remove the policy direction. So, what the cabinet minister? We are not contributing to shape policy for government. I bet there would be a agreement number because the policy is shaped by cabinet. Also, I won't happen. And it make us say a true and proper understanding of the constitution should suggest to us that cabinet ministers are more named Kenya, and you're not ministers, not substantive ministers, minister bro named. Ministers need your how you don't need it. So, and you don't say no Badwam Ministerial appointment or perform. It should be the reshuffle shuffling of ministers. Since 1996, President Edinburgh, Minister for Roads and Highways, over here, no, the Koya now she needs to call this ministry. No, we should not. But if a corona parliament means it's not the beer. Only dear, oh, she who be at the corner means you have governance, a deep value to governance, and those things are not. Unless a mamuno. And see, one, the new way I just said, number the perform. Now, can say, people suggested 25. I mean, it is the constitution next and the cabinet ministers in April 19. Ministers and ministries should not be more than 19. You may have one or two others, ABA, or more the fertility they are present may have use for them. They are appointed more as ministers of state to assist the president.
Okay.
So, in effect, you may have 2021 ministers.
Honorable, scrapping regional ministers affect the development of the region.
Regional ministers are, or say, Omono, a binomo cafe, and yes, we've been to share what the bus will give us regional ministers. And if it, also you must feel, I don't mean any arguing. I didn't mean any arguing because you see, regional ministers, no, the whole call was share. As you know, no, your friend, regional coordinating committee.
Yeah.
And then more coordinating. They are supposed to coordinate the development of the region. The concept of decentralization now, no. Yeah. But we the development, from bottom up. In the committee for assemblies and the HC for development. Of course, development normally and send in silos. This is we need the uncle, and after this way, the corner wins we know. The development either say, and you need a central coordinating body, which is the regional administration. Now, my development is coordinated in the districts and in every particular region. That will also have to, be in sync with the national development plan. Maybe I make us after now. One of the pains of this country is any long-term development plan. I would say, NDPC, near the years, NDPC, no, and this is the problem with the NDPC is that when the constitution now say the unpopularity home, President Bianaba or the ministers go. And you say, Kufado, I don't know what you see. It's a one say, family here, NDPC for everybody. So, you say, we are doing a year. No more share report, no more show after the first. Yemi, ye buy ye, make no my ye. A year, the young for by ye, the judgments and names for such a bar for a year. Nay, pa, and this is for by no. Or more unfair yegma, then no more papa, new more terms and nay, Doctor Kusibuchi, a bay for. Yamba ye, no so ye. Say, and also why them, and before a fire for. On the yes, they be a young copy. On community, say. And yet, the difficulty will be honor and you're appealing because we feel a present reading in Pokon Abbey.
Okay.
Okay, if I get my general make say, NDP now and Casano, its composition as prescribed by the Constitution was even the may amendment.
But I hope so. We don't know my arguing, Mampeni entry tax.
Okay.
I also almost Mampeni tax, no my arguing.
Company tax here is prescribed by Article 71.
Okay.
So, as I call program, will be Article 71 crying.
Sure.
I don't know, yes, I didn't hear. Because Article 71, I can say from my president, or my list to one and Article 71. Don't you mean to what they are? I used to say this uncle from Chief Justice, one your Supreme Justice is only NPC. I
think so. I'm for calling for 8 review, more especially about Sikana di Ejamu Kwan Kofi no. And the been free say a challenge work more kakra.
The same, but it didn't come with say I look like Article 71.
Yeah.
And I make say there's all kinds of new and another opposition from your mammy Jamaica. The problem, as you are saying, no, yeah, the gratuity. The demographic or ex gratia. There's a world of difference between gratuity and ex gratia. Ex gratia, I say, all the BBM will be without any consideration. Gratuity, the OBI maybe a long service, and now maybe or yet, and also okay, what program? The way you can't a home faculty. That is the gratuity.
Okay.
Ex gratia, you don't need to even do any work. Wow, I hope it can no graduate. I mean, so the two are different. But having said so, you know, me give it a constitution. That's beyond just Supreme Court. But I don't think it's a constitution actually is a presidency over baby let's set up another commission. That's not my understanding of the constitution. Maybe what
but do you agree, send a more air recommendation or Mampeni entry tax no ono mo ya adwen sa?
First of all, if you understand the basis for it. So okay, you know, gratuity no, and okay say gratuity na de nema na kofie no. So, and was here tax.
Yeah.
And na Article 71 local. And yet the current different aketia. Current aketia will be a tax. Current aketia will be a tax. You copy that pension money and you get tax home. Pension money be across Bonia. Pension money be a movie, you get tax home.
Okay.
Or is it the case to say, Mampany, the insect no winter tax, not all other employees no winter tax?
That's all. What sorry, that's a metwasia. As we speak, President Aketria na ojini yati eto also.
Also, me market here, the mammy, me theatre. Be a theatre.
Okay.
Gratuity, no, a man on. President, what is sure, air corner. I am a pension money, no. What you say? And then I own theatre tax room. Then, yeah, at my phone, you know, more pension money, only theatre tax on. No, people mix up. I make a say, is it the question, they say? Pension money inter tax another Mampany the other money tax. Because judges, the Supreme Court justices, they retire on their salary, retire. The demand woman a tax free. Indeed, why limited to the president in the
they got not métier.
Let's understand it.
Métier chairperson on Newsfire. They are not kind of say or some Mampany is set lead the way. Send your COVID by ya pania Mampany di kama ne kwa no. They believe system Mampany esha so to sa na mona. Otimi nya da okodo no catch the Ghana de share say obi antwa de to. But say wo nkotua bi. Na so o catch obi so nkotua ya na some way. This is the backing omo so wo mo de ba.
Yeah. Asem na obi tara ni. Me say what you say pension money. Mampany na keep your give you tax. Ni market ya me tax. Obia ketia o general tax room.
Okay.
After the pension money in the own tax. And if you are phone, my phone, obia pension money, and yes, subject to tax.
Okay.
Why single out Mampany the tax? Because they are constitutional. Constitution the women are. I would say the yen sacram rano. Ma obia ni pension money in tax. Is that the case?
But that's all about.
And a Mampany one individual Mampany the cat will make the tax. Now, Mampany for be in tax on from Arabia. Are we calling for a review of the Constitution in that regard? So, pension money will be in tax. Is that the case? There's a long way. We can't put a push. In debate matter on a sound principle. If you know, we are pension money, interest tax.
Honorable, what's about can Obia sending me this message? Chapter 8, Article 68, Clause 5 of the Constitution of Ghana states that the president's salary, allowance, facilities, pensions, and gratuity shall be exempted from tax.
Oh. And no, me share also, but after 58 now, can a provisional.
Okay, so why is specific? Say chapter 8, Article 68 clause 5 specifies a mampeni a salary awoje allowance said that so.
What's your hifa?
Okay, chapter
68.5.
68.5.
Article 68 clause 5.
Because Article 68.5 it says that the president's salary, allowance, facilities, pensions and gratuity shall be exempted from tax. It is not gratuity in Mampeni and tax. The salary no tax.
Allowance, facilities, pensions and gratuity referred to in clause 3 and 4 shall be exempt from tax.
Yeah. I think that was the basis that now commission is regional so say.
Okay.
Se Mampeni etua the tax obetimi ya na akodo na ka kire Ghana force apaye nyina nkamom na yentwa yeto for my impuntu.
But the main can say I said mehunya wo kire no.
Okay.
Mehunya wo kire the record the buy no yes or the buy I just went to my constitution to see it.
Okay.
Now the person is right except that Article 68 no entrenched provision. What you say? The whole of the executive chapter 8 entrenched. Because what's the I just a referendum. Are we going to do a referendum on just that matter? And that is why some of us are saying, yeah, if your constitution holistically, if you so okay. Let's say yeah, one referendum. You say a holistic review of the constitution, the constitution for yeah, approve yeah. But you say the existing one was easy to exist.
Okay.
Okay. You say no dia be when say honestly me my first gratuity no go na me say salary no ankasa any subject to tax.
Okay.
What you say? But indeed the quality aba no very educative. Again no say yeah senya wo kana 58 Article 68 clause 5 no say the salary allowances facilities pensions and gratuity referred to in clause 3 and 4 shall be exempt from tax.
Honorable Mpensenpensemu, better say, I'm very sad to say, wajibu ya ni atwem komo. That's what I say. Dr. Abuchi so better say from Gimpa. Say waboy osa adwem. Some can say Orakofi Adom say member of parliament Malaysia Badwam Mpensenpensemu. Say na Samuel aye pay. Aye former MP for Ayensuano constituency. We book out there.
Yeah, me Adom.
Yeah, me say. Honorable Sheye.
Yeah, me Adom me hu ye pa. Me hu ye tiefo e fan cheme. My late kakra.
Okay.
Na me consensus.
Onye late. Omo nya nchiase.
Oh, okay.
Ya betina ha keke na omo ye interviews.
Oh, okay.
Onye late.
So na say we can interview.
David. Mo kan kire say ba betina ha. Mo ma ye 8 o'clock.
Say yambra. Ntina me 8
enti mo kan kire say ba betina ha. Asana na mo ye interviews. Enti say ya betina ha na mo ye interviews a. Mo kan in time. Mo can say why onye that's exactly.
Yeah. Na ma menchire n'enti a.
No.
Onye ma menchire n'enti a sankamo shasi 8 a.
Okay.
Na nka me nua no. And I'm going to me call since Friday. And I friend me say me na was me ba. Na me the 3 hours. If you are used to an be instead of 45 minutes. But time be am kwa use no. Say me 2 or 2 say I would do 45 hours. Maximum 1 hour. 45 minutes. Maximum 1 hour should be here because me if you have Barcelona. Now meaning say you were last quarter of the year.
Yeah.
Until business activities are because of Christmas. Now me say me through mass transit. Any ayalolo.
Okay.
And a minister of transport. Say nipa egu kwa hofin sawam.
Eba akra.
Amanase. Oh, sorry. Amasaman. Poku ase. Awo peka bakra. Wo bedroom. Nurses. Migration officers. Uniform ones and me na me kon traders. School children. Shiv uniform. Intra-city bus system. Yes, sir. Ebi samre a metro mass. One try intercity no so. Intercity system no so. No one push more bus into intracity. No more. 2. One where a lot of quantity fit Accra in some road no. Na a 2 lane, 4 lane expand na no. 6 3 here 3 here. Where you jumaso. We share drains. Box drains akese a wo ye. Menye ni say nsu beto we kwan na ehira fa kwa ni. Him say it's an advanced me my chairman for rules committee me who can be ayaya ne F-Works, no, a wide and good thanks and we do me civil engineer. But our contract, road contract, it is in the contract to say, contractor now we Jumano. Was said it is your sole responsibility to provide access road. Kwana we adwuma wo so no. So we need baby abet divert kwana fa. Sa kwana e was say we prepare kwana drivers, motorists be fa so. Na potholes it can enko.
Muni bi sa wo e ho no.
Na be kan nya anya say we bibi na be ko ho.
Okay.
E mra we adwuma na.
Yeah.
Even if it is every day kwana we say we surface road no. Na do afutu me fa so. You have to do it.
Okay.
But you were consultants at times. Ministry of Roads and Highways and a Ghana Highways Authority and Kasa, it means supervisor, Jumano. Say, a Juman says one who means supervisor, almost a consultant. Some consultants, Nedman say, Obasha say a contractor, ebe provided that road, access road, motorists to my faso. Some consultant no way. What agreement, I haven't seen this one, but any road contract agreement, no. It will say, contractor, no, and to me, provide access road. Ama cars and to man fast why she's working now. I was a consultant, no. I recommend no such charge, no. For inconvenience to motorists. Me say consultant no matter how many times and what's the charge contractor. No. Now what was the contractor's response?
Mate.
Enoma me na person yes ha.
Okay.
Metro Mass, say more intercity more than intracity. But the name of the company is Metro Mass Transit. And our core mandate is to provide intracity. Yeah, intercity to support the intracity activities. You know. Now, Mr. Abain say, also Metro Mass.
Okay.
There's nowhere around the globe a company provide intra-city services on subsidy. No company will provide intra-city bus system.
Okay.
Our man subsidy to survive. It's na ayalolo.
Yeah.
Area. And a Metro Mass also area. They need government. I actually crown fuel lubricants na we use no. You need levy taxes me for some one. When I was a chairman, yes analysis no. So yeah, taxes and levies on Metro Mass fuel and lubricant, they will save 30% of their operational cost.
Okay.
Maybe kids are proposed in our parliament when I was the chairman. I didn't get the support. Until me say,
what?
Me say, yensu o masen.
What?
Nipa, I tell me I say what okay me comfortably. No, traders, nurses, omo gina kwa ho. And I say so nipa boni nti your parliament we catch you
say honorable summer I believe say
when we are giving lift to those people who don't know.
I believe say transport minister and road minister ebe so sa asemina etimi etuho anamo Govi.
Well minim yenti a woda na asembom asema na okanu na no krese enkaye main topic so now so or the same kesipa na yeden or the aba. And sometimes we have to allow.
Yeah.
Because ninyi nano eka productivity huwa yeka mwasem. And he's raised very cogent and important issue. This is the way in discussions you know say echo. It means say ubi nye ni owo say oye. And clearly like he outlined no correct project project consultant.
Yeah.
The project consultant has agreement with the Ministerial or responsible in terms of say omuma say jumano. How are they also supervising consultant? No? And yenya signing we and na ye say oh consultant no de ono ye osoro abofo enti obeye papa. No. We have to supervise.
Yeah.
Ono ye no supervision na wo so ye because me so me nante sa kwa no so e wo memena na me ko eyi wo akwitia. And I was so disappointed say they are constructing on the main roads and blocking traffic on both sides. Saturday morning. Big
for that road.
They were done it in the night.
They were
or working day in the afternoon.
They were create. Look, you spending several hours.
Yes, I was on the road. That's it.
Several hours I was memena because na me kwe ye wo akwitia. Yen colleague MP na ne mama ne papa nyina na omo Adom paso na ye be omo. So I was there. I witnessed near. Okay, that's why I say it's a very important topic. Then again, ewo Metro Mass any Ayalolo. The last time my platform a story about even the Ayalolo buses are ya pakun ewo Achimota they are rotting away. It doesn't help anybody. And asema wake maybe say me na me ko kan ya ombeka say oh Kofi na or kanti yentie. I'm very happy. Say the former chairman of Rules and Transport Committee of what Parliament and Okasa Asemi. And even adding say he'd made some recommendations in the past. Experience. He has a lot of experience. The transport ministry and the road ministry should depend on persons like this. Depending on them, and they will help. I don't know. So company Kranka by now we free parliamenting. It should have a serious consultancy to also push such a, because look who are parliamentary, the kind of experience you get. Especially if you are lucky to be a chairman of committee and are ranking, a lot of information comes before you. Okay. When you look, what it takes people many years classroom, no, within that short time, no, you will get it. We must not allow all this experience to go waste. You find it quite big now. You utilize this.
Kofi Honorable, tell me, I'm a case so be first degree. No could do 4 years of parliament. I will say man a masters. Or masters no could do 4 years of parliament. I will say your man a PhD. I just say the parliament ready so because depending because our parliament no more business at the same time. It will be to make the 12 years of parliament because you move motion grand I say. But the panel condos of business. But a single university.
But Kofi, constitutional review.
Well, constitutional review there idea the constitution is like an organism unyini na nipa kra unyini anyama bi wo ho a wobeye wo mbrante ebrea wudru stage bi a wontumi nye den enye sana constitution so eche. The constitution has served us for good. Etumi aye den ama ya stabilize yen constitutional democracy. Adia yenye ebida the 1992 constitution wama yetumi aye den aye transitions aba a number of times. Say party bi anemu wa bemu e supervise elections. Emma Nkugo first was the sitting president na Oya Brantieu at 52 years. Woko Africa ha amayaman bebreya nipa na nyini kura ontumi nante nanso almost sa constitution no just to give them continuous tenure be ye die penya all the constitution eba ye no after his 2 terms now we nya 52 years. Jerry Rawlings 52 years he was now reaching the prime of the age and now feel say oh ahondin still who I was saying come be once a constitution or supervise elections the party edin kuguo and we saw smooth transition from NDC to MPP, a new administration. So the next one by say nipa ono 52 years kura once a constitution now we more than 52 now over best constitution say there were indications say 4 years and then also then kayen no maybe 5 years of 2 terms and so on and so forth ni na enkusiaga ono so nimre ba ye no okoye. We had a situation where a sitting president contested elections Emma winni and he transferred power to the opposition. And also ACA. The constitution has served us good in those areas. Okay. But inyama bi wo ho aka. And it's to do with much more of the economic freedoms and economic growth, i.e. employment, maybe infrastructure. yenhunti ama a certain sections of society, especially the young ones, are or more papa no feel say the constitution is not serving the purpose for which it is intended. And there's a lot of call. Say inyama bia ye entam fam faso emre ye no nka ye tweaki constitution ne kakra ebeboaye. And I tend to agree with them, even though like majority leader Che Mensah-Bonsu recommendations be a group ne de ba no me no one here then enya adwen.
Okay.
And in the same vein, no, so me no one in adwen, just like the way Honorable Che Mensah-Bonsu say on one in adwen, no, his indication of a number of ministers no so enya possible
25 no
enya possible
because 19
because the constitution talks about cabinet ministers not being less than, or say they shouldn't be less than 19, which includes the president and then the vice president. They shouldn't be less than what? 19. The constitution doesn't say that should be the highest. It says it shouldn't be less than 19.
Yeah.
And it says, can say secretarial ministers are or more develop a policy, plus the president and the rest or more 19. Now we say my regional ministers in Freehold.
We see any regional ministers in Freehold.
He says he disagrees with them because the regional ministers must be there because they coordinate activities, which I agree with.
Okay.
Say there were 16 regions.
Yeah.
And they say we keep regional ministers. That is already 16. We hear Minister for Justice and Attorney General by all means.
Sure.
That's 17.
Finance.
We hear Finance Minister.
18.
That is 18.
Yeah.
We hear maybe Chief of Staff by all means. We hear Defense because both regions cannot have their own armies and then the rest to run. And we hear the Defense. President Bekahun. Maybe we hear Chief of Staff and Minister for Presidential affairs. So the number now we're proposing already will not work. There are other key ministers Albania. I think we must prick the conscience of leaders. We must vet in leaders because look, sometimes I ask whether His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia are they happy with decisions and performance? Are you sure? Say, Dr. Bawumia and His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Mutina hopana se mohwe some of our decisions. Say, in a country like Ghana, the situation na ye ko true. Say, ube tam oman ni sika. Na wakwa ko bubu adan foforo ebi wo ha less than 2 years adan a yesisi. Any institutions any private persons investment say uba besi cathedral at the time inyama bebre then ehia. Look at the amount of money you put into that kind of project.
A constitutional amendment.
Signing in accounting and call for these kind of decisions. Accounting and call for constitutional amendment. Say it has to take Otumfuo to launch an appeal for funds to renovate Komfo-Anokye Teaching Hospital. Can you imagine, say, Senka, you just 10 million of that Sikano? It means we could put Komfo-Anokye in good state, in good shape, to serve the people. That's why you see cathedral. Hospital. Yeah, hospital. Winning. Hospital is huge investments, even though a social investment, the returns better than bebre. Because also another form of health tourism. Nipa be free amanoniaba for ayaresa ewa. Many countries have done so. India, South Africa, the Germans, and then the rest. They have done so and have made money out of health. Yes, kwa cathedral. Na ya kwa sisa Yesu ni photo if you be aba. Who will stop going to real existing structures and come to Woody now who created in 2023? So in decisions yen performance man crofo e call even questions say identity na mampeni kura into your tax omo feel say mampeni to your tax obey prudent on to your tax inti e na onye prudent omo feel say article 71 many wo ye call parliament we don't even know our pay. Sometimes you leave office before they even determine your pay. And ye betua wo back pay now. Nkofo feel say na ya say mo feel say yes sika bi e di amount.
Sa sem na man for that so issue ho say. Well, why can't we determine members of Article 71 holders pay even before they occupy the office?
I am happy say majority leader any wooden common. Sorry. Majority leader any wooden common. Obi sorry. Obi say no information be about Article 68.
Yeah.
5 specifically, but making reference to 3 and 4. 3 no deal with mampeni any na bedi eche omo akitia. Any 4 no deal with omu wi omu ejuma na so omu call pension ya omu gratuity any all those things say yen tax. Enye yen na ya yewu. Constitution na ye jitu mu na say ye be create o mampeni be establish committee bi to make recommendations as to yen akitia. And mostly what happens before the expiration of the tenure, because you talk about swearing in November, swearing in the bar, they don't establish that committee almost immediately. So Wuji Akitian, the previous persons, previous administration, Omoji, we MP, 7th Parliament Akitia, and IAGCC. They, even though they have determined pay and salaries for all other workers, MPs, yen determine bibia amount.
Because sir session here can was me and yet entrenched as Article 68. The portion now talking about
Article 71.
Article 71.
No. 71 I think is entrenched. All the provisions under that chapter are entrenched.
Yes.
All the provisions are
entrenched. Why should we even
and America say the difficulties should not be against the occupants of the position in it.
Because no,
it should not be. Well, I don't like the word enjoy, but Yatu Abamami, Makoho, I cannot amend an entrenched clause just by myself.
Are you happy
it has
with that
to be.
state?
I wish say from January no maketuano nkayenye the correct akutia or say omodemami. Because inflation sets in. Look, 1,000 cedi in 2021, and 1,000 cedi in it.
Sure.
Nkadia 1,000 cedi betumi aye in 2021 when I became member of parliament. What the mommy? What did the same 1,000 cedi? Mommy 2025 now. Me to me find this. So I would wish say nka 2021 January eba yenu maketua ebeba no enye the actual aketua meji. So that you don't have to now come and give me some money later. Inflation kura abim. So the cost of inflation will not be even taken care of. The depreciation will not even be taken care of. So my said down holding against the office holder. It is about the system. That's why make us say constitutional amendments in here.
Okay.
Yeah. Numbers no say you be ceiling at 25 meaning because who bisa the real practitioners or more modern constitution they will tell you say sometimes when you have not used it very easy for you to mention some. In the year 2000 a year campaign late Jake Otanka Obichebi Lamte and His Excellency President Kufuor Eka say Ghana can be governed with just 28 ministers, either 28 and 26 no mukanye. Omudi share omu manifesto mukra, but oba he had more ministers than President Rawlings had. He had more ministers than President Rawlings had. President Mahama Ama indication say he will not exceed a 60 figure.
60.
60.
But it's the committee Nankasa.
And America say no. Well, the committee is talking about
25 workable.
The committee is talking about removing regional ministers. Yes. I don't agree. You see, me makasem ni bi ewo baby. say I would wish say instead say yebenya roads and highways minister at the sectorial level no yenjai road developments ni bibia enfama regions no na region bia nim say ye mamo this kilometer of roads to be done, we know how much it costs per what kilometer averagely. So in the budget provision will be made. So ye be amending in constitution to strengthen the regional coordinating council so that the regional minister no ni tumi no ebeye kesesen nyaewo he
because current commission says regional minister dey power no more.
That is what I'm saying. So you don't scrap them, you look at what is happening. For example, we shouldn't have an agric minister sitting in Accra and developing agric policies for every region bia wo omo advantage omo share agriculture no adie na ebeboa won. We should allow regional based agriculture policy. I don't think that we need a minister responsible for agric at the top. Rather, yes, society and constitution na yema regional coordinating councils and now regional ministers some more powers, even to be able to borrow based on commercial activities via Ebeko region Ebebwa.
Okay, that's
you know that
you're redefining the functions of the regional ministers.
Exactly. In terms of the current composition, the district assemblies using the revenue any IGF in commercial activities are district national level regional level no nisa 2 minutes. They actually even don't have any serious budget beyond depending on the local government minister and the office of the chief of staff. Okay. So we need to change our constitution and give Nayemfa Tumi Enfama the regional coordinating councils to do more than Niaomoye. So we will allow certain policies to emanate from the regional level and have, for example, Greater Accra agric policy. Volta region no more agric policy. Oti no more policy. Obia wonia ebeboano ewo. And not to have one person sitting. Look, our roads minister, that's example Aminia Honorable Aipe Eka Nwasem. One roads minister, and maybe a deputy, have to visit all construction sites across the country. Osha saying now, Obewienu, not more than 2 years.
Yeah.
So when he's not there, sometimes consultants end your mujuma. But can you imagine, say, the region, the emphasis Greater Accra, Herring Court, and Oye in charge of Bibia, within a matter of a month, he can visit all the construction sites possible and limited for him or her. So I think that a whole feel say, yes, strengthen regional now, we can reduce the sectorial ministers and maybe live with Ministry of Justice and Attorney General, and Finance Ministry, Defense, maybe Defense, Interior. Maybe transport, because transport national in character, who aviation, who rail, who those things. A few of the areas at the sectorial level. But may they make a appeal now or you know. He made an appeal to every household.
Yeah, to pay 200.
To pay 200 every month. Yeah. Kumasi, Ashanti region.
Yeah.
Me ni property biya Ashanti region. Me bushia biya enti Ashanti region.
Okay.
But for that call, me seated here, I am willing to also pay 200 every month to support the renovation of what Konfanoche teaching hospital, because hospital no end survey just on moi or more Ashanti. Yeah. I will pay every month just like a household in Ashanti region to help that project. And I want to encourage many chiefs also to pick that initiative, you know, up, and let's see how it will go.
Kofi Ghana da wase. Meye we mulaba na afewana wa samolai pay. And so atwa ekwodi so dia bogu so ehwe bedwam on Adom TV. Mula, ebre nasu. Eba ese. Akwa babiem. Yaso mo nyina akwa babiem fa Emra Mpensenpensemu so on Bedwam Meka say Curl Charcoal toothpaste. Eso bia e dey atwe say o Curl 360 toothpaste. E ndie e fa babia. E bi ho nyina e define fa o Curl kits. Enso e wo ho mo a enso aboa mankwada no e twiri omo sia enyo how bia omo eso. Pacho pivot Ghana bia obeko bia provision shop bia obenya Kel Chaco toothpaste ne omo nyama ni nyina bi ato no bibia ne afre 0593 809227 0593 809227 make us a Ministry of Education and then the account to my Adom on the 14th to 15th of November this year. Ye nyina ye share Civic Conference Center, University of Ghana. Na ya ye friend STEM Innovation 2023. This time debate no ankra no the near mo do madwen no eye ewo ho. Tinye so mo do ma no keke eneka. Odo onsan so ye share Civic Conference Center, University of Ghana, November 14th to 15th, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pepe St. Andrew Senior High School, NCDA. It's no other. More friend of Tiffy, person called SHS. No, Papa back when we just saw St. Andrew Senior High School. Who are admission per member now on Timmy Kusuya, Papa, on here. Martin Kesebako, a sinful Su Accra, New Edubia Same, Dunkwa, on of fame, Mankesim, Shama, and a face secretary assignment is to be a phrase 0244 696911 0244 696911. Lucky Herba ensu eniem or see why you lucky ya be no ADS biano for reach lucky Herba for atna ye na mo empeni papa efentu ase emfa ema hwemo ewo gomua ogwa krom wini basredro kwantempon eso phrase 0243 201 244 0243 201 244 lucky Herba or say why ye lucky say stroke diabetes hypertension or bad be man a wo hwan de mamoa lucky Herba Center and I make am for the amount on about you pay constitutional review
but me kan chia what if we na me chia president his excellency Nana Adom Kufuor and the leader of the MPP
okay there's more president more leader
yes Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia leader and memu ayibu ha or say I will be president for all Dr. Bawumia na ekasa no na ni nyina na say Dr. Ibn Chambers and the vice chancellor of the University of Ghana and mpehinifu bi akasa say 2024 about why kwakoto a Muslim candidate versus a Christian candidate but we best ye modern say ye bi eno afimu ni ahwe ni anipa na betumi aye ni agina so ato aba na aboaye nyame adwuma on the 2nd December MPP yekoto aba a parliamentary candidate e wo orphan constituencies ayensu anoka me gina mu den inti mesre ayensu anofo amutie misa me ni titiri delegates no ayensu ano amount for the better about 2024 no when the one age atom say one sanfa ayepemra na baby aka no say delegates ni be atom and am call affordable bia so president so dem e wo edibedim ebre bi chingula bi in fact I saw the name ye anti obia me kwa yi aso so mfranta baby a me ku bia amafo no afeme ayepe we the sam betra wa adwuma so na wama ya afew nti me say delegates no se na be na to merit agien city
na obi contest over prime
yeah nipa 5 and contest
why
you anti ayesi ayensu ano ayepe ama ayensu ano ya kono kofi Ubeka say 2008 now we need be a friend ayensu ano okura na odi president echi eye campaign IAP ama ayensu ano
one oka nimbe minim but why are they I'm surprised say we party nipa be 4 be san sorry say omo
eno na ayobi awo no ena ayobi awo na adwuma amaye kofi kura nim onim na minia constitutional amendments me de ubisa me personal position are you constitution is due for amendment
okay
constitution bi enu ha ubeye ne fresh na wo de beye adwuma na wonhu ne ma bi a wasa osesen yi 2 na professor Dubu ahenum Dr. Sefu Adunum na Kufu Adonum former president Kufu no pressure bi a wo to Kofi Adam boss the former boss so the late President Lawrence, may he so rest in perfect peace. Into what we say, it was done in a rush.
Okay. The 1902 constitution.
Yes. Though a committee was set up, everything, but we never did answers and you know, pentempa Asian constitutional room. Into Kanchemisi, never you know, pepe. Yet the Abeya Juma Edu Pempen should be
31 years.
Yes. We are say acronym, technology acronym. Yen thinking, understanding of democracy, acronym. nti e we say hey first no ye to abemfo bi ho ene wo constituency na abrante keto aso no bi sa questions atum say yes they say obi ani aba yen multi party democracy no nti na bi o ma wo say yes san na mum no me mum de menye di say the changing of the constitution no and the cardinal point adia ebe sesa ama yen democracy agene afanenta mapefura ma me ma very typical example
okay
what's a better na me kan lord kwan a ye since mu to Accra right now minister of roads why a contract within the contract shemu say I was say you provide access road to the motorists why the construction is still going on shemu say also you consultant obehwe say contractor na bibi you be charge no minister in adwuma nyina wi but your Ghana Highways Authority CEO right your regional director as our contract he fall within two regions in your regional directors for do they go to inspection do they see what is happening this is in Greater Accra at the end point of the day they say amend the constitution ni wie na yen so nipa na ye the constitution ni be ye adwuma no yen change yen attitude a everything say stretch ye fi ofanko to circle stretch we say suta na be tie because drains ni masi when him say engineer inti on Ghana Highways CEO when him say want me say for almost 1 year as admission as on YouTube sa road ni da me use road no e try e the send and until call the office me one office no friend the regional director say mon come to me kana mon go he ade chi me hu say mo yi drains no mo yi wie no asa still suta e tie ho is that the constitution is the constitution that is causing this. This is not the constitution. If you amend the constitution now, a journalist, what could see got anyone to see got anyone? Is that what you are telling me? You're sharing about the constitution, fine. Okay. But apart from that, let us also look at our attitude. Because you're a constitution amendment, you're the constitution, the Bible, you're human. It's your sharing attitude. Because me, say, President, it's your taxa. It's a Sika, you're a reserve. And so huge, I bet me that every before me. Kakra. When we get the president in India, you see, Kofi said, Oversha, see a constitutional amendment or parliament. When you propose an amendment, let's speak and say, what is the rationale behind the amendment? Yes. When you know to be that, I was saying, you would tire nam the spirit behind that clause. Okay. For instance, president and they decided, necessary. No, the Abana Parliament approve. True or false? Yeah. Very well. It is all catches a president per se or the 25,000 Ghana cedi cement. Now that you say, on she tax, I wouldn't know, or my finance minister and pay 30,000 cement. Not tax 85,000. Still, he takes his 25,000.
So basically, be a exactly and we say, send you some pensioner. People also call for another review.
What review? That will keep on reviewing and reviewing. You see, I didn't enter the entrenched position. It's entrenched because why are you entrenched? Maybe you're president. Maybe I'm a changing because me the court parliament, maybe we have majority in parliament. Into me ban me change here am that parliament I approve am na me 50,000 a month. Na ko confuse ya ba. I pay very proud. That me say because system. No say no they so they put it entrenched so that the president will have a limited. You see, when we amend the constitution, they are looking at the negative side. What the spirit behind that clause?
The spirit near the other.
Spirit in the said, yet the president said, "When this is not on, I can say to me, "Find a pet." And no maybe a Ebema or man actually.
So they didn't president your tax. Any spirit no.
That me show some can maybe missy. President your tax because we can soon your tax a crowd here or come up a fashion. Increasing salary and what to tax and film. I know person be confused what they call.
That's the same thing. And now we the same thing.
Yes.
Because the president decides the salary.
Remember, the same thing
for the executive
president in Japan.
Because MP's tax. And as I would say, as my commissioner can almost say, Sir President na ADN mu board the rose Ghana for Chiatua. A better so no mu betray no what me be that's what I say. Mimpo na me ye mampeni no.
Who bisa sa question pen we bisa ho say. Nipa na trans draft constitution dey intin workers my president in charge.
Maybe mo anyo say na pen for.
What we part there's a spirit behind it. That is so what's the spirit? The rationale behind it is say president and through minister of finance or the budget. Na committee ni be propose no dey akonya set up by the president.
Parliament be gia too.
Yes, okay. It is a president. A percent. otua tax you okay say president tax fine obeja to obetua but on the tax component no be increment no what here nti it's not here
one members of parliament or wugina manfo anemu to scrutinize and the president dia bay e ne pepepe and now say with the president
because you see the rationale behind it and say how many times one who say president either parliament say
maybe
so that is human being you are dealing with human beings nti ya niam bia nipa no onya access woman interface no to me emma
nia ope aka ne say your projects bia ya implement ya obete you say ya ma tax waivers
yes
those tax waivers na ya man say ya ma project implementer no or the better cost no
so as what time the man want to have no kunya hwe
yeah was some of the projects like that and you bet na ya ka say tax waivers na ye free ho ye betua or the better cost of project
no me fa say
and can for attack
very well me na nya adwene me adwene me na say
what dey grab ma
yeah you busu ye hu ejuma the bill is
for us ya ka say ya ma minister bi afun we back 1,000 cedis na yente tax was ya waive tax because you the command minister no dey asomo man na tax no 20 cedis
okay
nti ye 20 cedis in fiso okay and now 200 cedis in fiso na be 800 cedis right okay ni ye fiso no wabeton ama aban 800 enye sanet
yeah
so ye tax na in fiso wabeton ama aban an 1,000
yeah
it is can aban ye tia nti we fiso na ye den what the toss na here then it's the same thing because so when you fish you betua do you map on about beton am what the tax na beto so no wetua
you we never courier tax waiver you were other companies almost so ye niema omunya tax waivers
yes
we are paying for their service
yes
as it is
yes
can of Saturday na you call parliament he was record say about 27 billion Ghana cedis and now call into tax waivers
yes
now he asked the question say how when I affect
says can order to say abang na betua
and we just say how when as 27 billion Ghana cedis na according to tax waivers no affected the economy.
It doesn't affect the economy because one way we are obey sika kotua. You see we don't understand the point we are raising. Says can tax na order to so no ya hwe contractors no where won na tax na component to so obaji wa aba
obisi hotel ya man tax waiver over $1 million
and I miss so osi hotel na ma aban aban betua waiver no nti na ya na ya waiver so efiso se na be ya aban ensen tua sesika no well men direct issues nti na me person me kira ade say president no decide nti wo ma tua tax o when tax it boils up to the same thing
capping ministers 25
sir I don't know the thinking that went into it because constitution we are constitutional because it's a living thing no constitution bibia I will say enyin
sure
I'm telling you say yeah business 25 no one atase ahwe ministries no ahwe say ministries say one nipa 25 say the size of the government the size of the economy nipa 25 no betuma aboa
okay
me mo dey be sama to my opinion me for say ye cap no be say 50 ebeboa na be a cabinet no mum no ya 25 cabinet ministers 50 ministers with 25 cabinet ministers we took one call Czech Republic on parliamentary duty
okay
me could go na won to aba na what to aba wie no party na e win majority e win no when ya absolute majority to test to form a government
okay
in fact there was no government and a second third fourth party no onya 5 seats I would say government you see here 4 seats the leading party no onya 4 seats no their former government into upper 5 seats in a fee the third force no demand 5 sector ministry as ministers from his government in the party and also no mean to me for finance amount mean to me for say trade is our what countries in trade when you on pa or demand finance trade defense no say 3 ministries other to them mean to me amount but 3 they mean to me other 5 seats you know I'm holding it so there was no government now all were deputy ministers are civil servants. They friend chief directors.
Okay.
They are the deputy ministers. It is for over 6 months. We went to mean former government. The deputy ministers were working.
Okay.
It says here now we say there will be no deputy ministers. What are they putting in place for the deputy ministers? It's here when I was watching rooms. Okay, the chief directors should be the deputy ministers so that they can act in the absence of the minister.
They almost say we don't even need to qualify them as deputy ministers. They should maintain their role as chief directors. Winning
problem by the Baba.
Okay.
At times, me attachment when I was in school. Oh, PWD. Okay. Now, call PWD those days. Titles say Bobo Modos ano. Go fi me nim say what say the engineer in chief. The chief in so. Engineer no. You were engineer in chief. And chief engineer.
Oh, okay.
The chief engineer serves under the engineer in chief.
You come on the position you there.
Which side na? Offer say position there on there. Okay. Na e ne benefits.
Yeah.
Inti ubahwe na so we chief director. We are then our limit. Yeah. He's not a political head.
Yeah.
But the some other catchers are civil servants now. And say, you are the deputy minister. Minister, you are. What is some kind of political headship will be? Amana. Open to make a decision on government policy when the minister is
not around. One thing is patriotism there for Mukovi.
Oh, no, okay, yeah. The money. So, mommy, be brave. Let me say, yes, and also
refuse what they are sent for Rebecca. What kind of
Kofi can be said. Agric ministers. Yes, that's why we have regional agric directors.
Yeah.
And district directors of agric. See, yes, na say one powers na eda ama won. Enya. Yes, LI be a local parliament. Near to me, apeja wan kakra.
Per the local government act, the district agric offices, they report to the local government ministry and not the agric ministry.
What is wrong?
Anything I make, I say, so we don't, that's how it is. So those times, audit answers, you know, agric minister, and that's about, so, local government.
It will say, that's the same challenge here, things are calling for, say, yes, scrappy regional ministers, because the MMDC and report it to the regional minister.
Say, you be amend the constitution. Let's say technocrats, lawyers, and nipa ethic constitution. What person amend the constitution? Pet ye enviness. And a personal hatred. Why you have constitution? You to me find yes,
we enviness.
Yes,
bitterness.
Who say Obinya taking political office, say be a president, vice minister, MP. Now technocrats, no name. Academicians, I don't know. Now, Umanya or Tangbi, I mean, possible friend or Tang, but the word, you know, say, I say, enviness be, I don't know, we just said, I'm going to say, but at the moment, I be you, say, Brabetnas in your formal constitution, young formal committee in your constitution. Tam na is hard with him. So why is hard with him? A constitution, I'll be here to be fine.
President Pound Crawford, I believe, they understand
Nara. Was Saturday, let me meet you, Sister Station. I join, yeah. One more, you know, Newsfire.
Yeah.
And these are people who are meeting woman, professors, or people are part, the youngest person who served on the constitutional leave.
Yeah.
What can some not say some can attach to my life? But at the end of the day, what people say? So
bitterness can create.
Yes, but I say, I don't ask me enjoy we. Who can say? 3 seconds. Minister to 25. Where be some who say how many ministry sectors need to account boom from one? Maybe
but I say, other was why you pay Kofi Adom so. But I say, you make come on.
Yeah, 1 hour. Oh, it's not a pa.